increasing more and more. No? Now, okay, let's see here. Online, some kind of 90 people survived. Let's see. Yeah, go here. Visual Studio Code. File, open folder. Go here, HTML, CSS, JS4. Okay, everyone, let's see the topics which we have discussed so that we can move forward in JavaScripts. Topics.txt, JavaScript. Introduction of JavaScript, we all know. We all learned data types, which are basically primitive numbers, strings, boolean, undefined, null. We also learned JS engine, how JS engine works like that. We also learned, arrays. We also learned functions. We also learned objects. We learned if, switch. We didn't discuss much about while and do while, which I agree, but we discussed something like for in, for off, for each. Till now, any doubts, sir? Till now, does anyone have any of these particular topics have any questions? You can ask me. Now, some people goes with the question for in, for off, and some people goes with the question object. Now, let's go here. Let me show it to you. Right click console. I can do the whole JavaScript in console because console knows everything. Console knows the JavaScript. Let's go here. Now see. First see what is object. If I give some kind of var obj, var object equal to open brace. Now I can say name Raj, comma, age 25. Now this is an object, sir. An object contains key value pairs. An object can't see zoom. An object contains properties. Is it clear? And write obj contains name and age. If I write obj dot name, I will get Raj. If I write obj dot age ma 25. Any doubts here? This is called dot notation. What it is called? Dot notation. Sir, you can also give something called object notation. That means you can say obj call and name. That also will give the Raj only. This is called index signature. That is notation. This is called index signature. You can give using index values, or you can give it as a dot notation. You can able to give key value and you will get the value. You will give key and you will get the value. The object is nothing but a pair of key values. Okay. Now, next, someone is asking a question. What is, in last class we discussed what is for in, what is for off. Imagine we have an where ARR equals to, where ARR equals to 2 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7. Now if I write it something where variable where ARR equals to 2 5 6 7, and I want to print each and every value. I want to print each and every value. How do you do that, sir? You can use a normal for loop, sir. Right or not? You can use a normal for loop, or you can use for each. But if you want to choose not for each, not normal for loop, then you have another option, something called for off. Let or var x of ARR, which is like console.log x. See this, ma? I take one variable and I said variable of array. Did I set the variable start with 0? No. Did I set it that the variable goes with until the length? No. Did I set any plus plus? No. Automatically it will only take it. When I say var x of ARR, first time x value will be first letter in the ARR. Second time it will be second letter in the ARR. Third time it will be third letter in the ARR. Fourth time it will be fourth letter in the ARR. Like that and so on. Is there any doubts, ma? First time it's 2, second time it's 5, third time it's 6, and fourth time it's 7. 2, 5, 6, 7. This is called for off. This is called for off. For off. Next one, sir. Sir, same thing you can even try. See, without changing a single thing, I will write it here for in. Same thing. I'm using for in. Do you know what will be the output? 0, 1, 2, 3. Because for in will take each value indexes. If you use for in, each time you will get index. If you use for off, each time it will get element. Index in, element off. Any doubts, ma? Any doubts, sir? No. Good. Now, let's discuss some important things. Now, today we will discuss where let const difference. Because from now onwards we will use let and const only. Where let const difference, and then we will start our main important concept which we am waiting for is DOM. document object model. Okay. Now let's see, sir. Let's see the fun. Why we are discussing this one so separately is because this is one of the important topic. More must and should question will be there. Difference between var, let, const. Const. Let me explain it here. Code. I will give here. This is one of the ES6 features. We have so many other ES6 features which we will discuss later, but I am discussing only this feature now. Index.html, script.js, script.js. Go here. How to get template code, ma? Everyone, how to get template code? Exclamation, enter. Exclamation, enter. Go here, exclamation, enter. After writing exclamation, enter, then give here, attach your JavaScript, script src, and then dot slash script js. Is it clear, ma? So I just attached my JavaScript, sir. Then click on go live. Then I will open my JavaScript file, right click, inspect console. Okay, अभी तक कोई डाउट नहीं है. Go to script. Now, first write it here where a is equals to 20. Now, what is a value? Any doubts in this? Can I write where a is equals to 50 again? Can I write where a equals to 50 again? Yes. In traditional programming languages, if you see Java and all, if you write one time int, second time you shouldn't do that. If you say in traditional programming languages, if you write int a equals to 20, if next time if you are writing again int, then it will say you cannot redeclare a variable again. But here in JavaScript, name conflict will not come. Why? Because a value will be replaced. A value will be, if I write it here again, console.log a, it will print 50 only. If I ask it, it will print 50. Absolutely. And it will say any error. It will not say any error. So, in using var, so using var, redeclaration is possible. This is called redeclaration. Why it will not print 20, sir? Because 20 is replaced by 50, sir. Is it clear? Can I write something like this? After line number 3, can I write a is equals to 45? Can I do like that, ma? Now, if I do it, if I print a value now, what it will print in line number 5? If I print a value, what is the a value? It will print 45 only, ray. Why it is 50 if I print it now? Change होगा ना? In line number 1, what is a value? Line number 2, what is a value? Line number 3, it printed 50. Line number 4, what happened? 45. Then line number 5, it printed And this is called reassigning. Update. This is called reassign. What is difference between redeclaration and reassign? You can use that where keyword again and again. You can declare them multiple times. That is not possible in other programming languages. Reassigning is possible using where. Using where. Using where you can do redeclare. You can do reassign also. But sir, can I do the same things using let? Let's see. If I declare a variable using let b is equals to 10. Now in line number 6, what is b value, sir? Perfect. Can I write one more time let b is equals to 20? Can you see one error came? It is saying it like identifier b has already been declared. You are declaring multiple times. That's what it is saying. But in where it is say like that? No. In where it is okay. So the first difference between where and let and const. Where let and const. Let and const will not support. Let and const will not support the redeclaration. But where will support redeclaration? Let and const will not support redeclaration, but where will support redeclaration. Why it will do that, like also I will tell you, don't worry. Is it clear, ma? Sir, why, sir? Why it won't support? It should support, na? Like a basic JavaScript. No, because, sir, if you go here, for the persons who remembered chapter JS engine, everything you do will go to first execution content. What this execution content will do, first it will write all the variable names. It will give undefined, undefined, undefined for all. And after giving it, it will read your program. Did you remember, ma? Now let me go here and let me show it to you. Sources. And this is the execution content. Now go here. Now let's go here. Let's put a breakpoint, ma. Go here, script 1, 2. I put some breakpoints. Let's run the program one more time. Can you see here? In your program, total how many variables are there now? How many variables are there, sir? 2. What are they? So according to your logic, first it should take A undefined, B undefined, right or not? That's it, na? Any doubt, sir? No. If you see in global window, it will store A value. Is it storing A value? But is it storing B value? Can you see that? Is it B there? Why? Because B will store under the script. This script is called temporal dead zone. What it is called? Temporal dead zone. So always, if you declare a variable using let and const, it will be declared in something like temporal dead zone, so that you cannot do access these values before declaration. You remembered hoisting, ma? Sir, there is one concept called hoisting, sir. Usko bole to, before you declare only, you will call them and it will say, I am undefined. Right? You cannot do that trick with a let and const. Basically, let and const will store somewhere else. That's why that let and const will not allow you to redeclare also. Let and const variables will store it in different place. They are called temporal dead zone. If I access, see, if line number 1, if I say console.log a, answer will be undefined. Because see, in line number 2, you set it a value 20, na? If line number 1 you asked, it will be undefined. But if I ask in line number 2 here, console.log b, then it will be a big error. If you go here, console. Now here, let's run line number B. Let's run B, next line. Now your program got stopped. If you go and see, it will say one error. What is that error, sir? Cannot access B before initialization. Cannot access B before initialization. I think online some people are getting confused. Someone asked me a question why it is showing it 25 not updated. Because I put a breakpoint, sir. It did not run whole program. Okay. If it is running whole program, it will say that. Okay. I put some breakpoints. I stopped at line number 2 only. So that's why it showed 20. Is it clear? So let and const variables. Let and const variables variable are stored in temporal dead zone. So you cannot redeclare them. Also, you cannot access them before initialization. You cannot access them before initialization. Now, so let and const variables, you cannot declare them. So there is no hoisting also. Using var, hoisting is possible. But using let and const, hoisting is not possible. You cannot re-access them. Next. Okay. B value 10 na? Now what is B value? If I print it, sir, what will print? Everyone, if I print B value after declaration, what it is printing, sir? Can I change the B value? Yes. B is equals to 25. Now if I print it here, console.log B, then automatically B value will change it to 25. So you cannot redeclare them, but you can reassign. Let value you cannot redeclare. Again, you can't say let B, but you can say B value and you can change it. You imagine you created one box array. This box is B, and you put one value 10. You can change this 10 value to 25. That is called reassigning. But you cannot say it like create again another box, name it as B. No, that is wrong. Redeclaring is wrong, but reassigning is okay using let and const. Any doubt, sir? Sir, imagine you declare some variable as const. That is reassigning is also not possible because const bole to constant. Const means constant. If I declare const, C is equals to something 15, C value 15. But if I say C is equals to 25, then it is an error because it will say assignment to constant variable. Any doubt, sir? See, you cannot reassign the value. You cannot reassign the constant value. Constant value is final. No redeclaring, no reassigning. Bhavani Sama, it prints 10 also now. It prints 10. You can see that here it is printing 10 now. Any doubt, sir? Var variable redeclare reassign दोनों चलता. Let redeclare नहीं, only reassigning. Constant no redeclare, no reassign. Whatever the value you give, you cannot change it. That is called constant, na? Constant is like final. That's it. Any doubts here? In modern times, we use it always let only. Why? Because we don't want this hoisting one accessing before wala. Only in rare cases we will use var. But if someone asks you in interviews, what is the difference between var, let, and const? You should say actually not these 3 points. You should say main point is the main difference between all these three is the main difference is var is a function level, var is a function scope variable, and let const let const are block scoped variables. var is var is a var is a function scoped variable. 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 Let and const are let and let and const are block scoped variables. Sir, what is this mean by function level? What does it mean by block level? Let's understand in a simple way. Function. I'm just declaring a Toda function, sir. I think if we all discussed functions now. So I will tell you one simple example. Function something. Now if I write var k equals to, if I write if something true, now var k equals to 25, can I call k value outside? Now you guys tell me. Can I write like this? Will it print k value or not? Will it print k value or not? Yes. This is interesting. तो k value 25 print हो रहा है देखो. Right? Right or not? You can say k equals to k, which is k equals to 25. Now, sir, it is printing 25. Now, if you see this, the var is declared inside the if. The var is declared inside the if. But still, this var can be used throughout the function. It is used in something function. Na? So, until the something function is ending, anywhere you can use that k value. That is called function scoped. The scope of the variable lies into the function. Are you getting my point, sir? But instead of var, if I use let here, वो नहीं चल जाता. Now it is saying it like k is not defined only. Why? Because let and block const are block scoped. Block बोले तो nearest open brace, close brace are called block. One open brace, close brace are block. So it will be like This let is like, oh, I am inside this block, so I will die inside this only. Once this close brace is over, once this close brace is over, there is no K. That's it. The K value will be only in this block. Are you getting my point, sir? If you declare something as let or const, if you declare something as let or const, those values will stay only in that particular ones. Okay. But if you declare something as var, if you declare something as var, those values will stay throughout the program, throughout the function. How much function big is there? That is why var is called function scoped variable and let and const are called block scoped variables. And any doubts are there, you can ask. In interview, they will ask this question. That's why I'm explaining it in deep. Is it clear, ma? So if anyone asks you the difference between var, let, const, you have to answer it. Okay? Yeah. That's very good. Simple. Now let's write. Var is var also global scope. See, there isn't anything called global scope. When you declare globally, both will become global scope. Because global is not having any block. If you declare let also, it become global scope. Okay? Now, sir, if we use let and const, we can declare same in the different functions. Yes, you can declare. Now, var can redeclare, and reassign. Let can only reassign. Const cannot redeclare and reassign. Now, okay. So here, var can redeclare and reassign. Let can only reassign. Const cannot redeclare and reassign. Var can var variables can access before initialization. Variables declared by let const cannot be accessed before initialization since they are stored within temporal dead zone. Next, last but not least, var is a function scoped variable let comma const are block scoped variables. Any doubt, sir? Any doubts, ma? Now, let's see, sir. Let's go here. The most interesting topic of JavaScript, DOM manipulation. Like now you are going to understand how HTML is directly connected to JavaScript. Like dynamic inputs, everything. Go here. DOM. Index.html. Script.css. Script.js. Exclamation enter. Now, okay, everyone, focus here now. Now you are going to see the main important points of today's class. Till now you have understood like HTML, you write it some script. So automatically the script is running and you are seeing everything in console. But in real world, you will not show the console to user. You will show something in, someone clicking on a button, something should happen. Someone writing an input, something should happen. Whatever in the HTML, the JavaScript should, respond. How the HTML JavaScript should respond. How the JavaScript will know what is H1 element, what is paragraph element, how the JavaScript will know these elements. That is all done by DOM, document object model. Let's call it script src dot slash script.js. Now go here. Now go here. Now console.log document. Console.log document. I just printed something document, sir. Did I declare anything document, ma? Did I declare anything named document? No, but I just printed it. We will go and we will see document. If I go right click, inspect, then console, you can see something printed document. If I go inside, what is this document? If I go and inside the document, you can see HTML, head, body, and this is the same code which I wrote. Are you getting my point, ma? Whatever the code you write, whatever the code you write in HTML, JavaScript will store, not JavaScript actually, your browser will store complete HTML code in the name of one object, and that object name is document. What is that object name? So document object contains a copy of your HTML. Document object contains a copy of your HTML. And that's why this is called, okay, a document object contains a copy of your HTML, and that is why this is called document object model. Okay, now so you are going to understand what is document object. Document object contains a copy of your HTML, and that document object, using the document object, you can able to manipulate the original HTML. Okay, now sir, document is actually our HTML title, sir, right? That is true. Document is actually our HTML. No, it's not like title chod do. Like imagine I put it here instead of document, if I put it Prasad, still it is like same only. It's not like that document. It's like you can put any title. Now see, now still document will contain same thing. Document is an object. Document is an object created by browser. Document is an object created by browser, and that object contains copy of your HTML code. Document is an object created by browser which contains copy of your HTML code. Any doubts here? Any doubts here, ma? Is it clear, everyone? Now, so now one thing is clear. One thing is clear. This document contains Amara Pura HTML. Now I wanted to take each and every element. In my HTML, I will write some nice element. I will write it here, paragraph H1, hello world. I write it one element which is H1. I wanted to take that H1 into JavaScript. I wanted to take that H1 into JavaScript. How do I do that? Now go here. For that, first, DOM can be done, or understanding DOM requires 3 steps. We will do 3 things first. First one, to understand DOM well, you need to know selection, DOM selection. How do you select a DOM element? Second one, how do you manipulate a DOM element already existent? Third one, how do you create a DOM element? So already someone write in HTML something H1. How do you select that H1 into your JavaScript? That is selection. In that H1, hello world is there, na? Imagine I want to change instead of hello world something hello Prasad. That is manipulation. Using JavaScript, I want to change. In HTML, I gave hello world, but I wanted to print in JavaScript hello Prasad. And that is manipulation. Now imagine in HTML, I did not give any H1 only. In JavaScript, we'll create the H1. That is called creation. So 3 things you can do it using the DOM. So DOM contains document object. Document is an object created by browser, which contains complete copy of your HTML. it can do selection, creation, updation. Sorry, yeah, updation or manipulation. Don't same. Go here. Let's see. Acha, I think you all remembered this. Imagine this H1 is there. This H1 is there. You want to select this H1 in CSS. How do you select the H1? You can use a class name dot, or directly H1 you can do tag name, or by ID you can do hash. Sir, you can use class name, you can use ID, or you can use tag name. Any doubts? Same way in JavaScript also. You go here, if you say console.log document dot get elements by tag name. Get elements by tag name. What is document? Document is an object. Document is an object. In that object, pura HTML is there. I am using one function dot. Inside document, if you want to use any object, sir, dot you have to put na dot. What is the function name? Get elements by tag name. Sir, which tag name I want, sir? H1 tag name I want, sir. So all the elements which are having H1 tag in my code will come. In my code, how many H1s are there, sir? Only one. But even though one are there or multiple are there, it will come in an array only. Why? Because there is a chance multiple may be there, na? Always get elements by tag name. Get elements by tag name. Get elements by tag name will print elements with a particular tag name in a collection array. Online ZH, we didn't discuss anything selection, manipulation and all, Nama. I just told you it can do three things. First one is selection. How it will select? There are multiple ways to select. First way. There are multiple ways to select. First way is document dot get elements by tag name H1. Online someone's question. If in the same folder have different HTML pages, then which one it selects? Sir, which HTML is having this script.js? That only it will select, sir. This script.js is connected to one HTML. Na? Are you running JavaScript or are you running HTML? Very good. You are running HTML. But HTML is connected to JavaScript. Obviously, the same one HTML. There is no question of multiple HTMLs. If you are running directly JavaScript, then you will feel, array, which HTML it will go. No, you are actually running HTML. JavaScript it is running because you attached. Is it clear? Now, anyway, document dot get elements by tag name H1. Now, inside this, how many H1s are there? 1. If I go here, can you see here one H1 came? See, inside that one H1 is also there. One H1, complete H1 is there here. Or next. What if I want to select an element using a class name? If I have any class name, let's give one class name. Class heading. So I will go here. I will write console.log document dot get elements by class name. Get elements by, what is the class name, sir? Heading. So it will select all the elements. It will select all the elements which are having class name heading. This one also will give answer array only. Why? Because there may be a chance that multiple elements have same class name. So if I go here, it will show. See again, H1 heading. It's selected. Both are same, sir. Whether you used this one or this one, similar. First one you selected using tag name. Second one you selected using class name. This is not something too difficult, ma. It is exactly same how you selected using CSS. In CSS, you will write H1, so pura H1 select ho jata. If you say dot heading, complete headings will be selected class name. Similarly, if you write dot get elements by class name, it will select the elements with the class name. Get element by tag name, it will select the elements with the tag name. What if I say ID? Go here, ID head. I'm giving one ID also, sir. Then I can even select an element console.log document. So inside the document, get element by ID, get element by ID head. How many elements will be there with the ID head, sir? Only one, na? So this time you will not get any array. You will get directly an element. You can see that element is selected. This is the same element you wrote it in H1, na? This is the same element you write it in HTML, na? So you can select an element. You can select an element in JavaScript from HTML using get elements by tag name or get elements by class name or get element by ID. Mostly in most of our course, I will use get element by ID because it is single. Easily you will come. Is there any doubt in it? Is there any doubt, ma? Now you can even do it more interestingly, like console.log. Console.log. I can write it. I can select it based on a query, like document dot query selector. Query selector. I can say hash head. Can anyone guess what is this? ID head only. When you say query selector, you will write exactly how you write in your CSS. Like you will write in CSS sometimes like this. Oh, bolo kya hai? Selecting the element only on the hovering effect. So it's like however you write it in CSS, same thing you can write it here and it will select the element. Now if you write it hash head, it will select the element. It will select the elements with the ID head. So both are technically 9 and 10 are both are similar in now. But this one can be used for multiple purpose. One thing only can be used for all. Now what is this used for? Class name. Now if I say directly H1, used for, so query selector is like a basic query. You can use it for tag name, you can use it for class name, you can use it for ID also. Are you getting my point, sir? Now go here. I write it H1. Now it's selected. Perfect. Go here. Let me write it in another H1. H1 heading 2. Hello. Now go here. See the line number 10, ma, everyone. Line number 10. Line number 10 selects the elements based on H1. How many H1s are there in my code, ma? How many H1s are there in my code? So in line number 10, how many it will select? 2, na? No. Actually, line number 10 will select only 1. Why? Because query selector always selects the element first defined. Query selector always selects the element first defined. If you give tag name or class name or ID name, it doesn't care. Whatever the element it first find, that only it will select. What if you want all elements? Then you can use something called query selector all. Then it will select all elements. So total 5 selectors are there. Total 5 selectors are there. Total 5 selectors are there. Get elements by tag name, get elements by class name, get element by ID, query selector all. Get elements by tag name so that it will select the element based on a tag name. Get elements by class name so that it will select the element based on a class name. Get element by ID, it will select the element based on ID. Query selector will select the element based on any query, hash ID or dot class name or tag name. But the problem is it will select only first element. If you wanted all elements, you will use something called query selector all. Means query selector will select the first return in H1 only, sir. Yes, correct. If you wanted both the H1 to select, it will select it using query selector all. Any doubts, sir, here? This is a basic, sir. Once you understand this basic, like how to select, next one we will do how to manipulate it. Like I will change the code which is already written in H1. Already written hello world, I will change it using JavaScript. Jahnavi. Query selector all, we can give ID and class. Actually, in query selector all, you can give class and ID also. But if you give ID, it will also used for only one selection. Okay. But class name, it will select all. That is true. You can give. Any doubt, sir? Is it clear? Now, let's go here. Let's note it down. I hope it is clear, but slowly, some people who are not getting it may get it slowly. Kuch nahi hota. Now, next. Now I will do updation or manipulation. To manipulate, to manipulate what it contains, we can use to manipulate what it contains, we can use text content, inner text, inner HTML, text content, inner text, inner HTML, any doubts, ma? Now, we can even do style, we can even do class names and all. First, we will see this ones. How do you do that? Now, now, control KC. So everyone H1, everyone. Now, select H1, select first H1, select first H1 and store it in one variable. Everyone, select the first H1 and store it in one variable. I'm doing it. How do you do that? First H1 I want to select, I will use ID, sir. I will use ID. So I go here. First element means first written H1. That is true, ma. Now go here. Const element equals to document dot get element by ID. Now what is that ID? Head. So now Now first H1 came. The H1 which is having ID head, that came. And where it is stored now? Element. It is stored in ELE. It is stored in ELE. Now, if I print console.log ELE.text content, it will print the text inside that. If I write text content, it will print the text inside the element. If I write text content, it will print the text inside the element. Sir, how do you do that? Go here. Can you see here what is the text inside the element? What is the H1 text? Hello world only na? It printed na? Is it clear, sir? So if, sir, now I understand. If I write it ELE.text content, it is printing the text inside the element. Now can I change it? Yes. I will do ELE.text content ko change karo. How do you want to change? I want to change this to, instead of hello world, change it to hello Prasad. Did I write a hello Prasad on the screen, ma? What did I wrote? Hello world. But if I go here now, what is there? How? Because first you write hello world, your JavaScript take that hello world and stored it in ELE, and then that hello world changed it as hello Prasad. Sir? I didn't get it. Without? Huh. Element equals to hello world, hello Prasad and Rastana. Console.log element. H1 element. Complete H1 element will come. ELE is complete H1 element na? Dekho. Console.log ELE. It will come complete H1 element. See? Heading. That is a complete H1 ka heading with hash ID. Oh, someone in the online, listen. Suvam Sarangi, whatever you write it, 100% right. You can directly do like that. 100%. Second, Jahnavi asked this question that is very good. We can't change const. Am I changing ELE, sir? Understand? Am I changing ELE? What is ELE? H1 element. What is ELE? H1 element. I am not changing H1 element. I am changing value inside the H1 element. ELE is H1. If I say next minute ELE equals to 20, then it is changing. That is wrong. Value you can change it. Are you getting my point, sir? Now, let's go here. Sir, if you are getting confusion in this, as someone in the online suggested, you can even directly do it. Document dot get element by ID, head dot text content, directly change it. Instead of storing this in one variable and changing it, you can directly also do that. That will make it more easy for you, maybe. Any doubts, man? Can I do it as a function, sir? Yes, let's do it. Like, let's put a button. Now let's make it something programmatic. Button, click me. Now, if someone click on this button, it will trigger one function, sir. So there is something called event handlers, which we will discuss later in the class. But let me write it one event handler on click. What is that on? What does it mean by on click? On click will work when someone click the button. On click will work only when someone click the button. And when someone click the button, I will call one function fun. If someone click the function, what I will do, sir? What I will call? Fun. Is there any fun, sir? Is there any function named fun? No. Go here. Write it here, one function, sir. function fun, open brace, close brace, go here. So initially it is hello world only, but when you click on it, fun will be called. And inside the fun, you change the text content to hello Prasad. So when you click on it, automatically it will change it to hello Prasad. Any doubts here? It's a basic one. Again, initially, HTML, you write it something hello world with an ID head and you write it one button. When you click on the button, automatically it will call fun. Inside the fun, you selected the element and you write it dot text content and you changed the text inside it. Is there any doubts? Are everyone clear, ma? Can you do the assignment if I give? Now, everyone, very simple, Socho, listen and understand it. Print something zero and one button. Something a button के अंदर plus डालो. If I click on the button, the zero should become one. Again, if I click on the button, the one should become two. Again, if I click on the button, the two should become three. Initially zero. That is the target. Can you do that, sir? Are you all getting my point? Write it inside the something zero initially. If I click on the button, the zero should become one. Then next it should become two. Then next it should become three. Start. Start doing it now. At least think, try, and if you are not getting it also, anyway, I will tell you the solution now. Sir, is it doc?